So this morning we're going to do just an update on Fishan, and we're also going to clean his wound. What do you need? Isa wants to steal there, but he can't. But she can't. She's going to get a head bump there if she comes closer. So we've got Owen. Hello, Fish. Hello, boy. So a little bit last of the, yeah.
What do you call that?
That's the silver.
You put the crocodium and then in the silver, the crocodium silver. Now you're putting the that next one there.
Okay.
Just to avoid the insects.
Okay, so just the F10 to
avoid the insects in any bacteria too.
The two of us, English is not good today.
It's too early in the morning.
So, just adding that insect repellent basically, which is an F10 base, and helping so that maggots won't lay eggs in there, they don't get in there. Because that's actually also one of the biggest problems for us. People usually say maggots is a very good thing, but they will eat all the good flesh in as well.
Okay.
Good. Here you go, Fish. So everything is brushed off. First all the dirt, everything. And then we flush it out. Stavros?
Brenda Prodel.
Doesn't look like any pus coming out.
I think he sleep on the side today. That's why there's no much pus.
You and your syringe today. Not friends.
Leave it, Fishan. Leave it.
Oh, Fish. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, Fish. Oh. You can just
Flash out today.
first with chlorhexidine. No, this chlorhexidine first, and this is the silver. Leiden silver.
Nothing. Just clean.
How does it feel?
It's very soft.
Very soft. Okay.
Very soft. It's been hard for a long time this side, but now it's more soft.
definitely think it is healing. Yes, Yankee, good boy. So that is Fishan. And my big boy. And my boy. Huh? He's so mooi. So with Fishan, when he broke his leg, we actually stabilized his leg. First we did the plaster, and then the next time when after the plaster broke it, actually the plaster was on for about a month, which was great. We to straighten the leg, we used a mechanism in order that we can straighten that bend. However, as we used that, we had to take it off immediately the next day, as the swelling was so severe, and he was actually in more pain when we tried to straighten that leg of his. So we took that off and then just added normal plaster again. Now, to use the plaster, it was actually quite interesting. We also strengthened it with rods. But at the end, what happens now is that he's got this, the bed sore because of lying down on this leg, and that he can use his right leg to get up. So the bed sore happened. We cleaned that on a daily basis. It's kind of coming and going. We had excellent ideas from followers also about homeopathic things that we used, and we used trawl meal for about 6 months. Now, trawl meal is more homeopathic. It's kind of relieves pain as well as inflammation. We use that on a daily basis that we put in, and after that I decided not to clean it anymore on a daily basis and only clean it twice a week now, and see how that goes. So a long time ago, interesting enough, a stock we had the same kind of wound on both her legs, and that was when she had Limpopo and also lying down. That took also very long time to heal. So I do believe that we will get that bed all right. You know, unfortunately, we can't use mechanisms that you can use in people because of that trunk. That trunk just takes off everything, and at this stage, the best is, you know, to clean it just to see if there's not inflation, that maggots don't get in. So, and giving it enough time maybe to also heal on its own. I think, you know, in nature, I've seen, you know, some even on the giraffes just around where lions tackled it and it survived. But you look at those wounds and you think, oh, I don't know how it's going to heal. Maggots, you know, always been an issue, and it does heal the end. So I think for wildlife, they are tough, and we will get this right. We just need some TLC, more TLC, that, and keep an eye on it. And yeah, you know, maybe we do get other ideas and use that as well. We never, I want to say, too old to learn, too old to try new techniques. But yes, we keep an eye on it. So we also have an update on, you know, how we clean it. But we only do that now twice a week.
Hi everyone. We just want to give you the update for Fishan. Fishan is one of the bull in Jablan Head. Just a quick remind to some of our viewers, guys, as our followers. Fishan is one of our guys that get injured. I think about 4 years back. So for him, we are looking so very close every time to see Eda is doing well. But we're so sure that now he's doing very well. There's a time there where we see himself playing around with the guys, running around, exercise himself. So it's the one of our male elephant in Jablan Head that we always behind him, keep an eye on him because of his injury. And also we try by all means to give him some short range of feeding so that he cannot push so much himself walking long distance, but at least to keep himself close by and some short range of him to get something to get the feeding around with the guys. So he's doing very well. He's walking normal with his other guys. Even you can see when he's walking, it's not proper like these others, because if you look, his left front foot is very swollen and there's a bend there on the wrist. So this is where the fracture get it. So some of our new followers, yes, we can ask the question, how did he get injured? We explain to everyone that that injured, mostly it was from the a man-made pit that was done long time back. So it was very covered with the grass and so forth, bushes going around. So unfortunately, he was not aware when he was feeding around, and then he get stepped there and then he collapsed. So this is how he get injured. But of course, it was a hard time for him. Indeed, it was a very hard time for him. He stayed at the stables with us without following the head, for about 12 months, which was very painful to looking at a big elephant like this. But yes, all the Jablan team, they tried by all means to keep his stress level low, like reading the books and then also playing some music, more talking about with him every time. So yes, that worked very well for him to keep him alive up to date. And then after some 12 months, we saw some very good development of him, like to follow the others, and also showing the foot that was completely stepping on the ground to get the balance. So that was giving us some idea of saying, okay, I think now it's quite very happy for him to follow the head. Yes, we give him a chance to follow the head. As I say, our range, we're not going very far, just some short range, feeding around to be with the others. We do have a Tokwe, which they might track in the head, and then she's very good. He was also, every time when he comes back in the bush, before he got to feed, he was coming to checking, smelling around. Yeah, just like, you know, just checking with just like people will check your friend when he's not feeling well, just asking him how you doing, how's your day today, and stuff like that. So that also was giving him a very good confidence for him that, okay, I'm very well looked after. My friends, when they go out and then they come and check me, and then yes, he's been doing very well now. He's been doing very well. So Fishan mostly is one of the male in the Jablan Head that he loved the babies, and then also in the stables, in the camps where he sleep, you see all the babies, they like to be with him. So we are so happy to see him with that kind of behavior, and also the influence that is given by the Maitrek Tokwe. So that give us also a great time to remember him, and also to always continue to support him, and also with that kind of the heart, you know, we as a father also, he stood the ground to look after the young ones. A strong home is a strong home with the woman and the father. So indeed, he's doing very well to give that support to Tokwe. So yes, Fishan mostly is the guy that when they go out in the bush, Tokwe is the one of the female that hang around here, and then because Tokwe, he understands the situation of him, also to hang around, not to walk very far away, like these others like to go more in the front, and then Tokwe mostly hang around very close to him, so that he can be comfortable, and also communicate with the others. Any young babies that come close to Fishan is very nice guy. Very nice guy. We always see Kanyisa, one of our little girl that is in the Jablan hedge, the albino one. He like to hang around, smelling each other. That mostly give the young baby elephant that you get here to also to be so happy seeing big male elephant like this, to love the young ones. So this is all about our Fishani. So this is our quick update to give you to Fishani. Yes.